Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat. Today we're playing A Bird Story. Now, I know this might not look like much, but I've got to admit this is the most beautiful game that I've played all year. And most of the time when people talk about beauty, what they're actually talking about are the graphics. In this game, everything else about it is full of richness, beauty, thoughtfulness, etc., etc. Now, I could start at the very beginning. I just finished this game today, so it's all fresh, and I'm excited. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight into the second chapter. And now this game has all the words that are in this game. You already saw them all. There's no more words. Everything that you're seeing here is about this boy. We don't even know the boy's name. We just know that he's kind of a latchkey kid. We never see his mom. We don't see many adults at all in his story. But he finds his way home every day. Doesn't really get along at school, doesn't really fit in. And well, that brings us kind of to where we are now. He's just in the mundanity of life in a lot of ways. And that's what the first, I'd say, 20 minutes of this hour and 20 minute long game are. It's just, here's my life, here's how it goes. And I think that those things are very nice, but they don't make for interesting watching. And so I hope that you're still engaged and still excited, because we're about to get into some of the things that make this game super duper great. There's the blanket wrapping around him. The blanket wraps around him because that's just a way of symbolizing that his mom's home. And maybe it's his dad, we don't know. I never really find out. They just put a blanket around him and wakes up, and it's time to get ready for the day. And time to get rid of the blanket. Put the blanket somewhere. Where's he gonna put it? Just smiles. One of the things that's really impressive about this game is how it uses shorthand. As you can see, he's now in the bathroom in the apartment. And we had already previously, in the earlier part of the game, traveled from the front door on the right that you're seeing there, all the way into the bedroom at the bottom. But now that that's established, there's no backtracking. And that's one of the things that's absolutely beautiful, is that this game cuts out all filler. There's no filler, it's just straight into the point. And, oh, I need to grab his backpack. Let's see, it's down here. The arrows are helpful because they keep you on track. This is a game that really, really respects your time. Oh, I need to grab his book. Grab the book. Oh, it's daydreaming about flying, but it's a paper airplane. That's cool. Oh, gotta grab lunch. Or breakfast. Got his muffins. Fill it up with muffins. Read the letter from Mom. Oh, it's time to grab the umbrella because it's raining today. I wouldn't have known that without Mama telling me. Now this is one of the things that's really, really impressive to me. See how it goes from the apartment to the trees to the street? It's like, previously in the game, we actually traveled the whole way from the school to the apartment. But now it's using this shorthand of these trees and the school building, so you don't even actually have to walk that whole distance. And look, he's already in his classroom. Oh man, it's just such an elegant solution to traveling familiar locations. And a lot of the other characters in the story who don't have significant faces are all treated as silhouettes, and that's something that's a part of the language of this game, because it's something that was established with To the Moon, which is the game that Freebird Games, which is mostly Kangal, had made before this. And this is meant to be the bridge between both episodes, but you don't even need to know that. Because this game stands so well on its own. It's supposed to be just a bridge between the episodes, but I think it's so much more than that. teacher was mad for him sleeping in class. I slept in class all the time. That was my major in high school. We had majors all the way back then, and I was really bad at sleeping. And this is what I'm talking about. This beautiful transition, straight from the middle of the classroom. Suddenly it's raining to the trees are everywhere because it's already into the playground. I love this. And this is one of the few mechanics in the game. The mechanics in this case is jumping and splashing in puddles. Something about the simplicity of play and sheer unadulterated joy. This is a game about sheer unadulterated joy. There's not a lot of games that do that. None that I can actually even think of, honestly. To the Moon maybe to some degree, but To the Moon was actually kind of sad. And this is a much happier story. And so we've already traveled through here before, but a path is going to make itself available to us. It's just kind of like an elegant way of saying, like, oh, I never noticed this path before. Not that the trees are actually moving. Uh-oh, there's a badger chasing a bird. Shoot, badger. Man, this kid's brave. He knows to put out his arms to make himself look bigger to the animal. Still a little clumsy. Hello, birdie. You okay? Uh-oh. His wing's busted. Wonder if he'll let me get near him. No, he's afraid. Alright, well, he won't let me get up near him, so I guess I'll just leave for now. Uh-oh. Badger's back. Oh, man. Threw his backpack at the badger. Oh, the bird went in the backpack. There's no one else around, but the kid doesn't know. I don't think the kid knows that the bird's in the backpack. I'm just leaving the forest now, but no. I like the little animation on his eyes, so you know he's like, ah. Aw, the bird's in the backpack. The tree follows you, so you can't go back that way. I kind of love how the trees reorient themselves. It's a very novel way to communicate where you're supposed to go. Kind of like Bastion in that way, like you couldn't progress in Bastion. Or in Bastion, if you were progressing, the world would find itself under your feet to let you know that you're going to an unexplored territory. Kind of the equal opposite of that, if I were to estimate it effectively. Knocking on the door. Doesn't look like anyone's there at the vet. Maybe we'll have to come back. One of the nice things about this music is that Mr. Gao has composed all the music himself. Again, here's using some of the shorthand again for transition to the apartment building. 152. That's the only letters that I think we see in the whole game. Of course, they're numbers, not letters, but I think you know what I mean. Uh-oh, they don't allow pets here. Here's some of the stealth component to the game. I say component like it's a repeating thing, but I think this is literally the only point in the entire game where there's any stealth. Here we go. Going upstairs. Going up the elevator. Now this other person here who isn't significant to the memory is a silhouette, but they're like, what is... Is there something in his bag? I'm moving away. Hopefully no one else will notice. Uh-oh. Nothing going on here. No big deal, you know, I'm just a kid. You see me all the time, we're neighbors. Here we go. Back into the apartment now. No one else is here. Gotta turn on the lights. Fix our hair. The letter from Mom says, nothing important. Tough letter on the table. And let's go out to our favorite place, the porch. Sit down, Birdie. Give him some room to go on outside if he'd like. There he goes. Oh, well, he can't fly, but he can jump pretty high, which is nice. Likes being able to stay there. Oh, I should get him some water. So we're going to go get some water for the bird. And one of the neat things about not using any words in this game means that we don't have any description of what we don't have any names for the characters, so we get to make them up ourselves. So I guess I'll leave that to the comments. What should we name the boy? I know it takes a little bit of extra authority to do that in something like this, but I just call him the boy. I'm sure we'll find out what his real name is once the continuation of this comes out, which is the To the Moon Part 2. I don't know what they're going to call it. I think that they had a name that they teased at the end of this, but I don't know much more than that. Probably won't call it To the Moon because not everyone wants to go to the moon, you know. Oh, look, he's trying out the water. Alright, so we're going to go back on in here. We're going to get some bread. We're going to introduce our final mechanic of the of this brief overview episode. We got some bread. We're going to take it back to the birdie. And that's honestly most of the game is you just developing a relationship with this bird. And, uh-oh, where'd he go? Pretty high up. Oh, he's in the bush. The very, very simple, elegant solution to conveying emotion. The raised eyebrow. Caught you, little buddy. I'm glad you're still here. Okay, and here's the other mechanic is let's break the bread by pressing on both sides of the arrows. Now, up and down at the same time. Like I said, it's all very, very light in terms of actual mechanics, but that's okay. Yeah, pretty happy about the birdie likes the bush and seems pretty happy about all this. So, I think I'm going to end right there, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Why We Love, and redemptive qualities in this game I would say are self-evident, but I gotta admit there's something about pure and unadulterated joy and telling a story of relationship through games. So there's more to it, of course. There's a lot more to it, but I hope you enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned to another episode of Why We Love. I'm M. Joshua. Thanks again. Goodbye.